Okay, what is up everybody? What is up YouTube? This is the J-Rex here. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try to make a habit out of uploading at least once a month now. I'm gonna try to make that my goal, but how's everybody doing as always? I hope everybody's doing okay, hanging in there, making the best of things as always. Yeah, so I want to try to just stay on the topic, but just everybody just try to stay as positive as you can and just try to make the best of things and just appreciate what you already have in life, you know? But so let's get this started. But I wanted to talk about this, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. And as always, I try to find videos of this on YouTube, and I cannot find a single darn thing about this on YouTube. This is probably one of the most important things that need to be talked about, and as always, nobody is talking about it, so I will talk about it. So this is a very glaring issue that needs to be addressed, and I think everybody has experienced at least once, but I feel like nobody trusts each other. So I don't know if it's just me, but I'm pretty sure it's not just my imagination. I see things the way it is and I call it out, but I feel like nobody trusts each other. Everybody's extremely paranoid. Everybody's just on edge. Everybody just thinks somebody is out to get them. And there's just a lot of paranoia and just a lot of distrust amongst everybody. Everybody's just kind of keeping it to themselves, locking themselves up in their bedrooms or houses or whatnot. And it's just, everybody's just afraid of each other, I feel like. And then people will be like, oh, that's just your perception. That's just what you think. It's just your imagination. Well, no, it's not just my imagination. I can give clear evidence to prove that everybody's freaking paranoid as heck right now, and it's ridiculous. So I'm a runner. I like running, and I like to jog, but it's just I have to go to the park to jog because I can't even run in my neighborhood. I can't even like run around in my neighborhood, and I can't even run in my neighborhood in peace. Like, I don't know, like, people, like, I notice, like, when I'll be running down the streets, like, people, like, everybody just wants to stay in their houses. But, like, as soon as I start running, everybody wants to go outside their house and, like, look at me and watch me. I don't know if maybe it's because they think I'm up to no good. Maybe they think, like, oh, this guy is a criminal and he's trying to rob a house or somebody, or he's like trying to get somebody. I don't know if that's what they're thinking, but it seems like when I'm running, everybody just wants to see what I'm doing. And not to mention, everybody has really mean dogs that freaking bark their heads off, like freaking mean dogs, like pit bulls, German Shepherds, like the meanest dogs you can think of, like big muscles, spiked collars, everything. They are like barking their heads off and snarling their teeth and dripping saliva as I'm just trying to freaking run. I'm just trying to get my run in for the day. And it gives me a lot of anxiety. Like, I can't even run in peace. And some of these dogs are not even like chained down, so I'll be like trying to run, and some of the dogs are not even chained down, and then they'll find a way to get through the fence. They'll find a way to go under the fence, over the fence, and then they'll literally start chasing me down the street. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I can't even run in my neighborhood in peace because everybody is just so freaking paranoid of each other and has these mean dogs, and they think everybody's out to get them. Why doesn't anybody have nice dogs? Dogs are a reflection of the owner's personality. If the owner is paranoid and schizophrenic and they think everybody's out to get them, the dog is going to be a reflection of their personalities. Dogs are a reflection of the owner's personality. Like, look it up on Google. Like, that's how it is. And if if you think that people are inherently good and you think people are great and amazing, wonderful people, and you think you trust people, your dog is going to reflect that. So, but it's just ridiculous. And then one time, like everybody's dumping their dogs out on the street, and there was like a stray dog one time, a stray puppy, and I felt bad for the puppy. Like, so I gave the puppy like food and water, like on the road. I put some bacon bits on the road, and then I gave him like a plastic bowl of water. But I realized, I mean, yeah, I was littering a little bit. I left the plastic bowl on the road, but I mean, like, I surely the people will understand that this puppy is like starving to death, and I need to feed the puppy so it doesn't die. People could have been like, oh yeah, you could have took the puppy in, or you could have took the puppy, but I couldn't take the puppy because the puppy was really scared and it was like hiding underneath the car, and I couldn't grab the puppy, so I just left the food and the water in front of the puppy. And then, like, lo and behold, as soon as I'm doing that, people are like paranoid as always. They're looking out the window, oh, this guy's up to no good, he's doing something bad. And then they call the cops on me, and then there's like literally cops showing up in the street, and then like just making everybody's lives miserable. And then the next day, like, one of the neighbors attacks me and starts like cussing me out, and they're just like, oh my god, you dumped this dog, like, you dumped this dog on my road, you're trying to dump this dog onto me. And I'm telling the person, like, I did not dump this dog at your house. I was walking down the street. The dog was already there. Somebody else dumped the dog next to your house. I'm just trying to make sure the dog doesn't die of thirst. And I gave the dog some water because it's freaking hot outside. And they were just cussing me out and saying a lot of mean things to me. The cops came over here and they gave me a ticket, you know, because my dog was barking his head off at the little puppy, and then I was causing a disturbance or something. And then the neighbors called the cops on you because they thought you were like up to no good and doing something bad, dumping the dog on the road. I'm like, wow. I'm like, screw my neighbors, dude. Screw my neighbors. I'm like, look, I'm sorry about the cops gave you a ticket about your mean dog barking his head off at the little puppy. I'm sorry that the neighbors called the cops about this whole situation. I will help pay for the ticket. And then the neighbors just want to, like, no, I don't need your money. And then mean stuff, mean stuff, mean stuff. You know, screw you, mean stuff, mean stuff, mean stuff. I'm just like, I'm out of here. So that's just an example. I can't even run in my neighborhood in peace. I can't even go jogging, like, on my road in peace without everybody just losing their minds. Oh my god, somebody is running. Somebody is jogging in our neighborhood. Oh my god, this is an abomination. This is the worst thing ever. So, next one. People just gossip about each other. It is, like, so bad. Like, the people around me are just very toxic. Like, whenever I try, I mean, you guys already know about all my experiences. Whenever I try to form a relationship with somebody, everybody around always just has to try to sabotage and destroy the relationship. I don't know why. Whenever I try to get close to somebody, everybody wants to attack the relationship and try to destroy the relationship and bring it down. But that's what people try to do. I don't want to give any specific names or anything, but whenever I try to get close to somebody, people will either try to talk bad about me, or they try to talk bad about them. And usually what happens is, like, if I try to get close to somebody, the people that talk to me will try to talk bad about them, like, oh, that person is not good for you. They're gonna steal from you. They're gonna lie from you. They're gonna do bad stuff to you. You know, they're gonna cheat you. They're gonna steal you. They're gonna screw you over and just, you know, oh, you know what? They're probably a murderer too. They probably do drugs. too. They probably are involved with the mafia or the cartel or some kind of gang too. You're probably gonna wake up in a body bag dumped on the side of the road, all your body parts chopped up into little pieces. Oh, and they're probably like rapists too. So they're probably gonna rape you, and then when they're done raping you, they're gonna kill you. I'm like, where do you guys get all of this information from? Where are you guys getting all this information? What in your mind makes you think that this person is a murderer? What in your mind makes you think they're gonna chop my body up into little pieces or kill me or dump my body on the side of the road or have the cartel coming for me to kill me? Where do you guys get all this? You guys are freaking paranoid. Oh my god, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you. Oh my god, they're gonna do something to you. They're gonna stuff your body in a body bag. We're just eating ice cream, dude. We're at freaking Baskin Robbins eating freaking ice cream. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, chill out, man. And it's just like, and then like people will talk bad about me. Like, you know, they'll talk about, oh, that guy is a player. That guy is a womanizer. He's just gonna use you and abuse you. I don't trust him. He's gonna do something bad to you. He's gonna steal from you. You know, he's gonna hurt you. It's oh my god. And then what happens is that people they believe that stuff. They believe what these paranoid people are telling them, and then it causes them to distance themselves from me. And it's just, and you know, it's so stupid. And even the paranoia gets to me. Like, the people around me were just very toxic, like talking bad about the people that I'm, you know, forming a bond with, getting close to, and then they talk bad about them, and it makes me paranoid. And then it's like, it's just so much like toxicity, you know. And I had to get away from that, you know. I had to just cut myself off from that. It was just, it's bad, you know. So it's just like the toxicity. It's just like, it's everywhere, and then it reaches out to you, and then it makes you paranoid, and everybody's just paranoid. It's just so dumb. You know, you gotta cut that crap out, you know? So, people treat you like a creeper. I've already, if you, like, I already told you about all the times, like, you know, I've taken people out to drinking, and then the bartenders were just very cruel to me. They always assume that I'm just out to rape somebody, or they think I'm out to like hurt somebody. I've had so many like bartenders that treated me like crap because I was giving drinks to somebody, because I don't know, I guess they thought I was trying to rape them, trying to get them drunk and rape them, because they would be perfectly nice to me in the beginning when I'm getting drinks for myself, but as soon as they see me getting drinks for somebody else, they think I'm up to no good, and they think I'm out to get somebody. And I've gotten into so much heat with so many bartenders. Like, I just don't like going to bars anymore. I just don't like going to bars or clubs anymore. It's just not an enjoyable experience, because I'm tired of getting treated like crap. And like, oh, like they just cup up an attitude with me and just start fighting with me. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to get a drink for this person, okay? I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm just trying to get a drink for this person, and I'm just trying to be nice. But they think me being nice is I'm like secretly trying to get somebody. So it's just ridiculous. And you know, and also other problems, like, you know, like I don't know, if you just like walk up and talk to a random person, like you get that feeling like you're like being like a creeper. Like, I don't know, like if you just talk to a random person, they're gonna think something's wrong with you. They're gonna think you have some kind of hidden agenda or something, you know? Like, you get that feeling when you're talking to somebody. That's like the feeling that you feel like you're coming off as a creeper. And like, if you have that feeling, chances are they might have that feeling too. It's possible they might feel the same way. It might not just be you, because we've all been brought up in this like toxic society where we're all brought up to think like everybody's just out to get us. And uh all right, and people can't have relationships with each other. So a lot of people I notice can't have relationships with each other. Everybody just kind of closes themselves off from each other, and it's kind of like, why? And then you just listen to people talk. They'll tell you why. They'll tell you, oh, it's because I don't trust people. I've been screwed over in the past. I've been hurt in the past. I don't trust anybody anymore, and I don't want to. I don't want to risk myself, to get hurt. And so a lot of people shut themselves down and they close themselves off because they just don't trust people, and they think people, oh, I hate people. People are evil. They're gonna screw you over. I don't trust them. They're gonna do something to me. And it's just like this paranoia, and they just don't, and then they shut themselves off. They shut themselves off in their houses. They keep to themselves. They do that to their to everybody around them too. They shut themselves down, and everybody that is relatively close to them, they make those people around them shut themselves down too, and everybody's just kind of shut off in their own little la lands, closed off from everybody else, and everybody's just like paranoid and nobody trusts each other, and it's just bad. And people need to realize when somebody hurts them, they're not doing it on purpose. Like when somebody hurts you, it's usually because they don't know any better. I've hurt people in the past too. I've made my fair share of mistakes too. But the reason why I did it was because I didn't know any better. I was just kind of I was 21, 22 years old. I was like, screw everybody else. I'm going to do whatever the heck I want to do. I had a very selfish mentality, but I did that at the time because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I thought I was supposed to be rebellious, a pain in the ass for everyone, and just make everybody's, you can't tell me what to do, I thought that's what I was supposed to do back then. I didn't know any better. I was a kid. But as I grew older, I realized my actions, my behaviors were hurting a lot of people around me, and I realized I have to stop this. When somebody realizes how their actions are affecting the other people around them, when they realize what their actions are doing to the people, around them, when they realize the impact of their actions, when they realize the severity of everything, when they get educated, that can cause them to change themselves to be better people. A lot of the time when people do toxic things, it's because they don't know any better, okay? Or a lot of times it's just because they've been hurt and they're just trying to figure out how to cope with it, and they don't know any better ways to cope with it. A lot of the times it's just lack of education. They're not doing it on purpose. They just don't know any better. They're not evil, they're not bad people. They're not out to get you or anything. They're just doing what they know. So I think if people understood that there's no good, there's no evil, it's education, okay? It's about education, and it's about self-awareness. It's about self-awareness and knowing. I think everybody inherently is good. Everybody, even the supposed worst of people, are trying to be good people. Everybody is trying to be good, okay? It's just they don't know how to be good. And I'll have to make a video for that one later on. So I think people just need to let go of this whole evil aspect, and they just need to realize that people are not doing it on purpose, and people just make mistakes. And I think a lot of people, if they understood that, I think they can let go a lot of that hatred and mistrust in their heart. What is causing lack of trust? I think what is causing lack of trust, it's it's just it's our culture, all right? I said, you look at Netflix, look at our movies, look at the news. What do you always see? Oh, somebody got murdered. Somebody got murdered and got their body chopped up into little pieces and got dumped off the side of the river, okay? Oh, this person got shot. Oh, this person got stabbed. Oh, You know, this person killed this person, or you know, this happened to this. You know, or look at the movies. What do you constantly see in the movies? Shooting, killing, explosions, criminals, cops, just destruction, mayhem, war, constant death and destruction. What do you see on Netflix? It's just documentaries about freaking murderers. Like, you look at the top 10 most watched shows on Netflix. Like, I guarantee you, like, more than half of that crap is freaking like murder documentaries about serial killers. You know? It's like this culture is obsessed with death and murder and destruction and misery. And it's like that everywhere else too. Like, why can't we get a documentary about the Venus Project on Netflix? Why can't we get documentaries about science and technologies? Why can't we get documentaries about societies where everybody just lives in peace and in harmony with each other and just getting along with each other and, like, you know, a wonderful, beautiful world? Why don't we get stuff like that on Netflix? No, all you get is freaking dystopias where there's just death and destruction and mayhem everywhere and killing and looting. That's all you get on Netflix. So that's the top 10. That's the most popular. It's our culture. It's just a toxic culture, and I mean it's not just America. It's like this everywhere too. In Korea, it's really bad. Like, nobody trusts each other in Korea. It is like super bad. So I mean, what can we do about it? How can we fix all this paranoia and lack of trust? I think we need education. We need to educate people, okay? Like, people are so worried about getting killed and getting murdered or getting kidnapped. And I can tell people right now that the chances of somebody getting killed or kidnapped are very low, all right? I have some pictures here, but I mean, you could pull it up on Google. All this stuff's on Google. You can find it. But so your odds of getting murdered is 1 in basically 19,000. You have a 1 in 19,000 chance of getting murdered. So what is 1 divided by 19,000? You literally have a 0.00005 chance, a 0.00005% chance of getting murdered. Alright? It's very, 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 very unlikely to happen. What are your chances of getting heart disease? What's your chance of heart disease? You have a 1 in 6 chance of getting heart disease. You have literally a 16% chance of getting heart disease. Alright, you have a better chance of, you know, getting killed by yourself than by getting killed by somebody else, okay? You know, what are your chances of getting into a fatal car accident? You have a better chance of getting killed in a fatal car accident than getting killed by somebody else. Okay, you have a 1%, 1 in a 107 percent chance of dying in a car accident. So I think, if anything, people need to worry more about their health. People need to worry more about what they're eating. You know, people need to worry more about how they're driving than worrying about this person on the street, this random person on the street coming out to get them, you know? It's like they have a much better chance of dying from other things than getting killed by somebody, okay? What are the chances of getting kidnapped? The chances of getting kidnapped are 1 in 300,000. your chances of getting kidnapped are 1 in 300,000. You are basically not going to get kidnapped. That's basically, the chances are basically non-existent. 0.00003% chance of getting kidnapped. All of these fears are rooted in things that are not going to happen. So everybody is just being paranoid for no reason. So how do we get rid of all this paranoia, and how do we get people to trust each other? Just educate them. Point out the statistics. Point out the real numbers, okay? And show them, educate them, it's not going to happen. Education is the solution to everything, dude. It really is. It's the solution to all the poverty, suffering, and misery in this entire world. And you know, I think like we need to like chill out with all the death in our media. I mean, yeah, I like a good action movie every now and then, but we also need to have movies that show the good in humanity. We need to have movies that point out the good. Why, I would love, can we please have a movie on the Venus Project, please? A free society where everybody is free to live life as they wish, where machines do all the work and humans just create happiness and love and abundance for all. Can we please get like a movie on the Venus Project? You know, can we get some happy movies? Why do we get all these depressing, sad movies where everybody's killing each other, you know? Can we get some happy movies? So, I think that's all I gotta say. Everybody's just paranoid right now, and it's just rooted in ridiculousness and unfounded fear and paranoia, and it's just everybody is alone and sad and depressed and miserable because everybody's just shutting themselves out from everyone else because they think everybody's out to get them. And it's ridiculous, and this needs to change, okay? It's just like, you know, everything is just going down the pooper hole, and it needs to get better. So, thank you everybody for watching. Have a good one. Peace.